Hi there, I'm Callie, and we're at Curls and Company. And so today Stephanie is going to be one of my models, and what we're going to do is a lot of people find clipping really confusing, and they're like, I can't clip, I don't understand how to do this, and it's part of the Divashon styling technique. And the thing is, it makes life really easy if you can learn how to clip. So here's a couple little go-tos. First of all, I hear a lot how people have a problem. Sometimes people don't want a part. They're like, I don't want to see a part. Like sometimes they do want a part. But for people who don't want a part but really need that lift, and who would be that client? A lot of people who have very fine hair, they don't want to see every little indentation. They're actually trying to fluff up the cuticle a little bit. So I call this the salad scoop. So what you do is, here's your part. You take 2 clips and you just scoop it together, just like that. And don't worry, you're not going to do it right the first time. Most people got their hair skills when they were about 10 years old. So think of it this way. You've been using the same skills you learned when you were 10 all your life. So now you're just learning some new skills. And it may take a little time for you to get comfortable with them, but just keep at it. After you do it about 2 weeks consistently, you'll start to feel a little more comfortable. Because I didn't like this in the beginning either, and now I do. So again, if you look where it is, you're just scooping. Don't overthink it. That's the other thing. This will look pretty if you don't overthink it. Scoop. And that's all you're doing. And what it is it's bringing together the 2 sides and giving it lift. If you know your hair doesn't stay very well, you can also at this time mist it with a little bit of spray gel or a little bit of the Diva hairspray. That works really, really good. Now I'm doing this on dry hair so you can see it really well, but normally the ultimate time to do this is when her hair is wet. So, but I just want you to be able to see what that looks like. Now, you can do the scooping mechanism all over, but what I find is do the scoop right down where the part line, should be, and then to give it a little more bend, make a little half curl like that. All you're doing is grabbing a piece of hair, it's kind of set you up, and scooping it in, so with that little bend. If you're still like, that's just too much for me, don't worry. You could also take these guys and salad scoop that. And see, you end up with a nice bend. What this is going to do is, especially like Stephanie has very healthy, thick, heavy hair. The problem is when her hair starts to grow out, especially the top will get flat, and then the bottom has all this curl going on. So it ends up, you've got this kind of droopiness, and then big at the bottom. This will prolong your haircut. If you get good at clipping, you don't have to come in for so many haircuts. And then your hair stays really nice and fresh looking, which most people really like. So you can just like scoop it there. These are the main points. If you're not good at clipping, you don't have to clip everywhere, but just get this main little like halo area. Because Stephanie's an angel, right? So anyway, this is the area you want to get. Along the part, do your scooping clips, and then just give it a nice little soft pinch and push to get a bend out of the curl. They should be in there pretty tight. If they're falling out, you're not doing it right. So don't worry, don't feel bad. You're just grabbing some hair, giving it a little push, and use this, the clip, as a scooping mechanism. It should scoop it really nice and tight. Like that. It should be in there. So if they're falling out a lot and you just can't get them to stick, make it smaller. Just take a little less hair. And that'll work really well too. Stephanie, we just thought we'd show you, there are some people who can't use the Divashon due to the smell or allergies. Another product we have, it's called Kevin Murphy, and I'm using the Hair Resort, and this is what it looks like. It's like almost like the inside of a oyster. So I'm using just a nice squirt of that. Think like a half a Hershey's Kiss. The reason I like this Hair Resort is it's got that beachy hair kind of effect, and it gives her a little more structure because her hair is so soft it can sometimes need a little bit more stickum in there. And as you see, I'm still putting it in very, very wet and dragging it through. And the reason I do this is I want to make sure I'm coating all the hair and it's getting really good in there. Now what I'm going to use is, these are the Diva gloves, and really love these. I don't usually put them on. What I do is I just sort of lay them in my hand like that, and then I go like this. Now, I've tried microfiber. I like paper towel and stuff like that, but I really, as microfibers go, this is the best. I don't know why it's so much better. It just is. Because we have microfiber here, and it's good, but this is better. So, just telling you like it is. Now, we use at Hair Resort, but I am going to use a little of the Diva Spray Gel because I want her hair to stay. And this just adds a little bit extra staying power. And as you see, I'm not using a ton. Okay, you can flip it back. Cool. A little there. The reason I like to do it from underneath too, it helps really hold that curl in place. Now, what we did is kind of a little rock and roll style here, where we cut that really super short, then all her curls are gonna fall around her head. A lot of people think curly hair can't be rockin' and awesome. Well, Stephanie's here to prove you wrong. So, there we go. Then, she can use the clips or not use the clips. I'm gonna use the clips on her. So, she likes to have a little bit of bang. So we're gonna have some bang right there. If we need to, we can trim that a little later too. So, now, I'm just gonna put her clips in. We're gonna leave that out and let that dry, but, well, you know what, just for sake, I'm gonna put a little bend in there. Then a little bend in here, two here. Again, you kind of do it in a little bit of a bricklay pattern. That's the way it works the best, like that. If you see one getting like a little weak right there, like it's gonna fall out, sometimes they're old clips or they've just gotten stretched out. There you go. So there's one side, and then here's her bang. Again, I'm gonna start kind of up here and just pinch and push. I don't want to overextend. She doesn't want big 80s hair. She just wants the soft beach wave. That's what we're going for here. So just have that little bit of soft wave. That looks really pretty. And these clips, also the reason it's really nice to use these clips, the air gets down in there, so it helps the hair dry a little bit faster. Now I do the spread, pinch, push if I feel that I'm getting a wad of hair. If you take too much hair, you'll end up with what I call Mickey Mouse ears, and it dries and then you get two big clumps of hair. So you want to make sure you just take little bits of hair. And as you can see, it's almost like a triangle. Two here, one here. Then, as you saw, we did two here, one here, two here, one here, kind of like that. Alrighty. So what we did with Steph is we kind of did a little bit of a hybrid. You could do this with all Diva, but like I said, sometimes you have people who the Diva Shine, the scent, they don't like, or they have an allergy or something. So what we did is we used the Kevin Murphy, which is a nice Australian boy making great products. And also this sticks with the fact they don't do animal testing and things like that. So, you know, that appeals to, and it's mostly natural, which is very appealing to many people. So this is the main ingredient of what we used on Stephanie's hair. What we did here is we kind of shaved that down a little bit so she'd look all edgy and cute and stuff. But we wanted to give her that beach wave, and so, you know, she still wants some lift and some play, so it's fun. But she has to be able, she has a job where she also has to dress up and be a little more corporate, so this can be blown out. She can have it this way where it looks nice too. We're probably going to even shorten up her bangs a little bit more. But this sort of gives you an idea of what the Kevin Murphy can do. I did gently mist the spray gel over the top of hers, which is Diva. But again, if you had somebody who couldn't use Diva per se, if you mist it over the top, it's not touching their scalp. So if they did have an allergy or something, which 90% of people don't, I'm just trying to give you a little alternative. So you have the Kevin Murphy as your main product, a little spray gel, then we did the clips, and then you end up with this really beautiful beach wave. So that's the nice final product.